Good morning. Hi. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm here. I haven't been here for a while. I know that happens a lot. I go through phases. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on, and I would say real quick, but it might not be real quick. It might be about 10 minutes or so, because I wanted to talk about hooded eyes, because eye makeup is my nemesis, and I hate doing it because I have such hooded eyes. And I know I'm not alone. So I've found a few tips and tricks, and I thought I'd share those with you and talk about a giveaway that I'm having and just in general see how everybody's doing. How's everybody doing? How's January? Long January. It's a long January. So anyway, what is a hooded eye? Well, a lot of people have the luxury of having, when they have their eyes open, you can see the lid, and this top part doesn't cover it. The rest of us, we have an overhang. So the top of it hangs over here, which makes eye makeup really difficult to do. We can't do it the same way other people seem to make it look so easy, because it's not as easy when you have a hooded eye. So a couple of different things that you can do. Always make sure that your brows are combed up, so that gives a little bit of extra space here and here. You can use a primer, just a itty bitty bit, like look at, like you can barely see it. And if you put a little bit of primer on your lids, and what that will do is it will keep what you put on your lid from sticking to the top of your eyelid, because they're so close to each other, sometimes things can stick. Oh, I forgot to take out my wipes. Hold on a second. I gotta take out my wipes. While I'm doing that, yeah, I'm having a giveaway, you guys. So all you have to do is post a selfie of when you felt pretty, what made you feel beautiful. Bonus entries if it has to do with Seint, but if not, that's okay. And what I'm actually going to be giving away is some shine paper and this beautiful rose gold makeup mirror, which was really, really hard to get. It really flew out of stock super fast. A lot of people wanted it, couldn't get it. I have it for you, so I want to give it away. So now we've done our primer. And then after the primer, what I would do is probably just put a little bit of vanilla dust on top of that. This is your vanilla dust, and that's basically just like a pressed powder, but better. And just throw a little bit of that on there. And that just sets it. Dries super easy, dries super quick. And then you're ready to do a little bit of eyes. So I've chosen today, what do we have here? I can't read without my glasses. Isn't that fun when you can't read without your glasses? We have Gilded. Yes, Gilded Golden Eye, which is one of the new 007s, which is really, really pretty. And yeah, need my glasses again, you guys. Okay, Dream. Okay, so Dream, Gilded, and I forgot it again already. Oh my gosh. Yep. So that's the 007. I'm going to go back to the colors. I'll list them in my thing because I'm so blind and I can't keep putting my glasses on, but you have to bear with me because sometimes being blind also makes it harder to do your eyeshadow. So we're going to get our eyeshadow brush, double-ended shadow brush, if I can find it. Look at me. Look at me all not prepared. Look at me all not prepared. All right, so I'm going to take the lightest color here, and I'm just going to base, just a little bit of a base. And really, I mean, sometimes you can't even see it, but really it just provides a little bit of matte and light color to go under what you're going to be doing next. And then I would do the Gilded, I would do the darker one. And now what I do, because I have it's so hard, I have the hooded lids, is I add a little bit of lid above my crease. I add a crease above my crease. So that would make it look just that much bigger. You get a crease above your crease, because our crease is so low that when we put things here, they're barely visible, which is so annoying. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our golden eye and we're gonna add a little bit of shimmer. Shimmer does not go above the eyelid. Shimmer only goes on the lower lid. Because if you add shimmer to above, you're gonna accentuate your hooded lids. So we just do a little bit of pop here. Oh, as we drop it. I'm telling you, you guys. I'm telling you. And I usually use my fingers to put this on too. And this just a little pop right here. And then what you can also do, I like to do, is add a little bit of drift in my corners. It just kind of completes it. And then we have just a really simple look for hooded eyes. I don't like to go crazy with, I don't go crazy with my eyeshadow because, you know, it's just not my thing. I'm just working on it. So I'm learning and I'm gaining tips and tricks, and that is a little bit about hooded eyes. Then we're gonna go in and we're gonna do our main makeup. So when you get matched, and some of you have been matched lately, and that's awesome, we love that. We match you with a main color, a brightening color, and a contour color. Now, what I have been doing, because I'm in between shades right now, because I was tan and I'm not tan anymore, I've been mixing a couple of mine. So you can also mix. So if the shade isn't quite right, just mix it and dab it with another shade. So then you get the exact shade that you need. And then you have your contour, which is a darker shade, and everything looks a little bit scary in the tin, but I promise you when you put it on, it all comes together. I'm gonna use my detail brush. All the brushes, by the way, double-ended, made for cream makeup. Bang for your buck is absolutely unbelievable. The investment is worth it, and you can buy brushes that are even more expensive that aren't nearly as good. The key is to clean your brushes, because if you don't clean your brushes, you're gonna get a really bad application. So with the contour, what we do is just line a little bit below the jaw, above the forehead. I have myself a pretty big forehead, so I actually come down a little bit lower. And you know, you would think that it would accentuate it, but once you blend it and do it, it actually doesn't. It's actually quite the opposite. And then I just do a little bit cheek, and then a little bit nose. I know I should be doing this into my phone, right? So you can see. I do it in my phone and my mirror, so it's a little bit of both you get there. So that's the contour, and contour is meant to add dimension, because like we always say, we are not flat faces, we are dimensional, and we want our makeup to be dimensional to reflect that. We have, the next thing I'm going to do is my brightening highlight, which right now I'm mixing Amber and June. And then you just put it where you want to bring out some highlights. And remember, a little goes a long way. These tins will last you months and months and months. And I think the one that I go through the fastest is probably the contour, but it's $16 a pop, you know, and all you do is you just buy the tins again, because you have the palette, so all you're buying is the tins. So it's super economical. It really makes sense once you make that initial investment. It's really just so much cheaper than buying drugstore makeup, and it's so much better for your skin. Then I'm gonna go into my my main highlight, which is just basically, your main highlight is meant to match your skin color as closely. And that's what we do for you, is we match that. And you just kind of put it in the spots where you don't have anything else right now. I also like to go in with an under eye corrector, and it's called Frenchie. Frenchie is a lip cheek. There's a lot of our lip cheeks that can be used as color correctors as well, and I like to put it under my eyes, just because I do not like to put anything light or highlight foundation wise under my eyes, because I don't need those creases accentuated, because there's enough of them. Yes, over 50. And so there we have our face. And then what you're just gonna do is you're just gonna blend it. Now this is the blush bronzer. This is my absolute most favorite brush. If you start with anything, I would start with either this brush or the 3D brush, which I just used to put on my main highlight. Two of the very staple brushes. So then I just blend out my lights first. And this takes such a little amount of time to do when you're not sitting here talking and listening to music and doing all the things that we're doing, going through January, which is super, super, super long. You know, it's like January is like a letdown. It's like you had all of this, oh, on your eyes, kind of try to stipple, don't rub under your eyes. But yeah, January is, it's like we've had Thanksgiving, we've had Christmas, we've had all this buildup, and then all of a sudden we have January and we have nothing. We have nothing in January. So that was my lights, blend the darks second. I always blend the darks second. I mean, the thing about cream makeup is too, you guys, it's so forgiving. I mean, you don't have to do it in this order. You can do it, you know, in your own order, follow the basic techniques, but do it in your own order. I mean, do what works for you because it's your face and it's your makeup and it is super forgiving. So that's it. So that's, our foundation is done. That didn't hurt a bit, right? That was super easy. Then we're gonna do a little bit of lip and cheek. Look at these colors I got today, you guys. Now this is my favorite one. This is Black Cherry. Everybody should have Black Cherry in their palette. I don't care who you are. It looks super scary, but it is awesome because the greatest thing about, one of the greatest things about the Seint colors is they're buildable. So you can add as little or as much as you want and get different color points. So I just do that. Sometimes I'll add a little color too. Sometimes I'll add like maybe a little bit of Hollywood and maybe go for an ombre look. I like the song. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not, but I'm dancing to nothing. So if you can't hear it, then I feel better. All right, and then we just pop that in. And we'll do a little bit on our lips. What are we gonna do on our lips? I'm gonna do Ever Red, you guys. I love Ever Red. Ever Red is a nice one. I just gotta find a lip brush. Somewhere I have one. This is Ever Red. And this is a really good buildable. You can go soft with it. Or you can add to it and just really pop it. I can add to it. Let's see. See that? And if for some reason the color doesn't feel right for you, you know what you do? You add another color on top of it. Like, so we could do Plum. Plum is a nice one. And that would tone it down a little bit. But see, I mean, these are all the different things you can do. There is so much versatility to this makeup. I actually have my eyebrows filled in with my shadow. You can fill it in with your contour. There's so much that you can do. This makeup is not just like, you know, the eyes aren't just for the eyes, the lips and cheeks aren't just for lips and cheeks. It goes the distance. And it's only got 10 to 11 products in it. It's beeswax based. It's cruelty free, and that is my big one. I wouldn't use anything unless it was cruelty free because you know how I feel about my animals. So my final step, because I'm oily and I have found that this helps immensely, is I take my Perfector sponge and I just spray it with a little bit of Seint setting spray, and then I kind of just dab my T-zones, and those, it really, really helps. First of all, get off any excess, and second of all, it helps keep me not oily all day long. So I really, really love that part of it. So that's just a little bit about stuff. I hope you will look at my page and you will enter my giveaway because I really want to give it away. This mirror is so much fun. It's just like, it's great for travel. I just used it when I went home. You know, my parents' bathroom doesn't have the same lighting, so I had to get kind of close up, and it's just a beautiful, simple rose gold mirror. And the shine paper is awesome too, because, you know, throughout the day, should you feel a little bit oily, you just take a piece of this paper and you just blot, and it doesn't take your makeup off, but it takes your oil off. So if you're oily, that's great too. So I will give those two things away to one lucky winner, who is someone who posts a picture of when you feel beautiful, what makes you feel beautiful. And if Saint is in the picture, then you will get an extra entry. And we're going to draw the winner on February 14th. So I'm going to give you a little time for it too. So it'll be our Valentine's Day present, right? I can't see comments, but I will respond to them after. And if you're here and you're watching, I thank you. And if you ever want a color match or if you ever have any questions, you just hit me up anytime. You know, if you have my number, you can message me. You can message me on Facebook. All of my links are below, so there's virtually no reason that I cannot be found. I can always be found. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope in New England it's not too cold. I miss you guys. I was just there, and it was the coldest weekend of the year, but it was nice to be with family. So, you know, I love you guys, and I hope you have a really, really great day. All right, bye.